Lawa awasashisi yabo. Lele. Is it okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't we have another We can close them. Amandla. Awethu. Amandla. Awethu. Good morning, student leaders. Good morning to the colleagues. Good morning to all the student structures that are here, our SRC members, our Pretoria campus ISRC student deployee. We welcome you to the first of its kind, our breakfast talk show of student governance development. The theme, empowering the next generation of leaders. We believe that you student leaders are tomorrow, and we believe that's why to empower our student leaders. But without wasting any time, I'll just take you through to the myself. My name is Tsepang Manyisa. I'm the Leadership Development Officer at Victoria Campus, also Polokwane Campus. Maybe I should introduce all of you. Starting from my left, we have Numalo, mental admin. Our HNIC, I won't mention the but our HNIC head of campus at Kulu, but we call him Mr. Andrew Makushe. And then we have Ms. Carol Ramfo, governance practice. And then we have the funder, our Director, Student Governance and Leadership Development, Dr. Letu Kaba. And our CBC. I will introduce him when he is about to enter the stage. Without wasting time, may I go through our campus president give us coming to your campus. We cannot do anything in this campus before we get blessings from you as the head of Pretoria campus.
Present. Da. Awethu. Africa. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to come here before you through the office of Director Wotumo Dokotela Guguletu Kaba and also HOD. Through your office, I'm very much appreciating this opportunity. Since we know the generation of student leadership is the one that is coming to be the national leaders, maybe in future, because we know that others, they're not going to be accommodated. I'm kidding. But what I want to say is that you must be able to know that as leadership, you are going far with these protocols, if only you allow yourself to be a humble leader. A leader who will be able to get advices, who will be able to accommodate a lot of advices. Because others, they think maybe they're knowledgeable without understanding through is wrong. Others, they think that they're based on corruption. So those things in leadership, they're not the leadership skills. Those are just of being a corrupt or corrupt woman. But what I want to say is that Director Dumo, I think this is the nice opportunity for us to learn to be how we can be in future and how we can be best leaders who can be able to improve the system, who can be able to ensure that everything goes according to the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President. I will now call on our ISRC deployee for Pretoria campus, Mr. Sfiso, to just give us words of encouragement or words of support to our student structures, to our SFs, to our house committees, and to our SFCs who are in the midst. Mr. Sfiso.
Mandla. Thank you very much. SJLD, SRC President and the Council. What is even us encouraged by those who are following. So now, for the future leaders, encouraged as well, we must do well ourselves. And then to also add in your words, President, only focus on only. We must focus on building the right way, the right path for those who are following us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sfiso. I would now call upon our Director, SGLD, Dr. Kaba, to just give us an overview of why are we having this, him as having initiated this program, why should we have it, why does he believe that student leaders of today need to have such an opportunity? Without wasting any time, Doc.
Sanbunan, Nijani. That's a pillar. Thank you very much, President, and your collective, the SFC chairs and secretary and deputy chairs who are here. Where's the SFC? Can I see SFCs? Where's the? Oh, yeah, sure, Dane. Mam Vilagazi Ramful. Let's handle that thing of and be able to do that. Where's the campus student parliament? Office bearers are here. Appealing Bapet account if they know what's good for them, you know what I'm saying? So we thank you, President, and we thought it prudent and important for us to organize. Most of the times, politics duty, we spend less time sometimes developing leaders in different aspects of their life. Political animal, myself, Marx, all the scholars, I'm a myself, some problems in some areas of Marx, but I've read Marx and I understand him. However, I also read other things. I've realized that sometimes if you only think politics is the only way for you in life, you're going to end up being a charlatan. Because when there's no political space, then you are going to find in the wilderness. There's many areas of leadership in society. You can lead in civil society, as a civil society leader, in the spiritual leader, you can lead side of leadership, in business, you can lead professionalist, you can lead at all levels. So you must not let your life be trapped in one strata of life, because God has given you different gifts. So you must explore. Look to a university, one of the things that you must learn in the university is to unlearn what you have already learned before you came to the university. University gives you a chance to test your religion, whether you want to keep it or you want to change it. Because sometimes you receive religion at a very early age with your own mind. But when you come to the university, you become educated, you test all views. As a result, you choose which view is suitable for you. When you come to a university, another thing that you must do is make friends, strategic friends, friends that are going to destroy your future. That's why I always say, if you're having a boyfriend, you're already dating, you must your boyfriend or your girlfriend in the future. If your boyfriend and your future don't look the same, one must go. If your girlfriend and your future do not look the same, one must go. But one thing I've seen about university is that your network, that the people that you meet in the university, obviously, if their life serious, they are going to end up being big in life. It's either in the industry or in corporate, they are going to be something good in society. So your network today is going to be your network. That's why you must keep good friendships. You must stop like fighting everybody all the time. You must be able to define political battles. There are times when we contest each other in the political space. However, it does not have to end up being personal hatred. Actually, it must be competition, guys, in Shaile on this one, Mfana. Mara, when we meet, we're still friends. You must look at our political leaders nationally. For example, you look at Mzwandi, you look at Julius. They fight politically. They hang out together. It's important that you must. I used to think Zuma and fighting personal. I tapped into some project of the Thabo Mbeki Foundation, which was funded by the Zuma government. And then I said that if you are a leader, you must have a certain level of growing up, grow strategically, and become a better person. Don't take things personal. There are political contestation, there's a space that is contested. However, you must become a better person. The reason why we are doing these talks is so that we can be able to break the ground in terms of having conversations. That's why we're inviting different kinds of speakers. Today, it's the first installment. Mr. Sibisi is going to come and talk to us. He's a hustler. I like him because he's a hustler. Sometimes he's a biker. Sometimes he sells books. Sometimes he sells clothes. He's one of the people who are showing that just because you're a graduate that is unemployed, you must not be stuck. You've got other skills. You can still survive. You can still live. I don't want to see you being a TUT graduate, having placards, unemployed graduates of South Africa. No. You must have a plan. Different ways, different options in life. Stuck on waiting for a job. You must do other things in life. That's why the different speakers that we are bringing through these talks, we're going to do these different talks in different campuses. You can see that we are using smaller groups. We want it to be intimate, we want it to be engaging. So after Mr. Sibisi has spoken today, we want to allow space for you to ask questions and engage with what he talks about. As we always say, all our speakers are not the owners of wisdom. Just like yourself as a student, you are not a tabula rasa, you are not an empty page. Meaning that after they've spoken, they too should also listen to you to speak your views. So that a negation of negation can happen. So that a new idea and a better idea can be born out of the engagement between yourself and the speaker. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm inviting all of you, because it's a breakfast. So, immediately when we are done, then we'll go to the other side, just have our breakfast. The intention of the breakfast is that you must meet somebody that you are meeting for the first time. Some of you don't know your. Come on. Weeks. talk to somebody you never spoke to before. You need to talk to somebody you never spoke to before. Before you leave, when you're having breakfast, go to somebody else present and say, my name is so-and-so. I'm coming from Mekasi Eliso. I'm studying this. What's your name? And let the person also tell you. Because I tell you, in the future, you'll need an engineer, and some of the engineers are here. You will need a nurse. Some of the nurses are here. You're going to need somebody from HR. Some of these HR specialists are here. So, gentlemen, without any further ado, I'd like to really welcome you to the talk today, and then I will bring the MC back to bring our speaker. Let us take notes, put your phones as he speaks. Because I tell you, you never know what can change your life. Sometimes you get one word from somebody that you listen to attentively to change your life. So sometimes I want you to make yourself vulnerable. Don't be too knowledgeable. Listen, and then entertain what the speaker is saying. If you've got a question, prepare a question later. When the speaker is done speaking, you can ask the question or you can make your comment. May God bless you.
Thank you, Doc. Doc, you know, last week we had a meeting with some of the students here, and as they were engaging, there was one who said to them, I know, I want to show her face, but she said, when I'm single. And then, to say, you know what, I might even find a life partner in the university. Oh, no. You know. I'm going to introduce our speaker. Isaac. He's a professional motivational speaker, a philanthropist, legal professional actor, and a social outskirts settlement in Ivory Park. He started working as a griller at Spur restaurant with the intention of saving money to do post-matric course. He understood that such jobs can be used as a stepping stone towards his dreams. After a long time and saving money, he managed to register and complete his diploma in customer management, diploma in law, and he completed like business, trainer, professor in information technology, supervision of civil construction, and currently an academic 3 years. Bongani is known as a community activist. His passion for youth development and community involvement motivated him to discover his talent of speaking. He started changing lives through the motivational talks and life coaching. He has founded 6 non-profit organizations dealing with performing arts, substance abuse prevention, and women abuse. He is the former honorable member of the Gauteng Legislature Youth Parliament for the year or the term 2014 to 2016, and currently Secretary General for the Greater Midrand Youth Business, Treasurer General for Midrand Arts and Sports Association, Gauteng Provincial Executive Member for Progressive Professional Forum, and the Managing Director at Dix Group Holdings, a group of companies with business development, team building, motivation, event management, electricity, civil construction, and building. He's a co-founding member of Midrand Tembisa TV channel. He believed that everything is possible with a positive and attitude. He has broken the barrier by cycling more than 1,000 kilometers to Cape Town, where many people said, and this is where many people thought this is impossible. Strongly believed in that people who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. I thought I was going to just touch piece by piece, but as I was saying, it was so interesting that I go through his bio. I thank you very much, Mr. Bongani. Before you even start, I'm sure that what we are going to get from him is of the utmost. Give him our lending ears and also ensure that we know, as the director was saying, let's now just try to become like 5-year-olds. You know, a 5-year-old is eager to know and learn everything. Let's become one, be sponges, and as he's dipping us into water of wisdom, that we can take over and apply some of these things in our lives. Mr. Bongani, we welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you, Program Director. Greetings to everyone. All protocol observed. Ngibonge, Director. It is a great honor for me today to speak with great minds. You know, it has been said that a ship without a captain at the rudder is a ship adrift at the mercy of the winds. So which means you are the captain of your own life. You can direct it, you can shape it to be. Most people will say every man is where he is by the law of himself. Today you are here because you wanted to be here. Today you are here because you want to be empowered. You have a dream. I just want to tell you about having a dream. If you have a dream, you need to be specific about your dream. You need to find the area of your specialization. Most people, they don't fail because they are stupid. They fail because they haven't tapped into the area of their specialization. Both a lion and a shark are profit hunters. But a lion will not hunt in an ocean. And a shark will not hunt in a jungle. Will not hunt useless. Lion will not hunt in an ocean doesn't make a lion useless. They both have their area of specialization where they do well. I want to, when you go out today, don't become a shark which is trying to hunt in a jungle. Become a lion which is trying to hunt in an ocean. You need to do a self-introspection. Those who are doing business studies, they will tell you what is a business to function or to there is a SWOT analysis. I want you to go and do SWOT analysis yako as a person. Check your weaknesses as well as your strength. If you are a shark which is hunting in a jungle, you will not see any results. Uzo hunter for 20 years, uzo hambe tandazele, but and look like a kid, but you'll never get any. Because it's like having a key, like trying to open into that particular door. The key I'm holding, they are not fit to open that particular door. Same applies to your calling. We are good at everything. But remember your calling. What are you here for? What is your purpose? Let me tell you something. Ageko umuntu ongeko good with anything. And I want to show you. All it's just you don't know. The day you will start charging for things which you are doing for them, that's when you'll realize that we are business people. If there is events, when are you good with decoration, you'll go and decorate. As you'll shy pot to make events, you'll go and cook. When there is a young man, a family in you, I'm telling you, it means you have something on that particular area. What you need to do is to ensure that you push towards that particular area. You focus on it. Put your energy towards it, your resources towards it. I want to share a story of a guy who have a dream. You know, when you have a dream, you need to be specific dream. For example, if you want a car, you must be specific about the car which you want. You need to see the color, see the make of that particular car, the sound, the music which you're going to play in that particular car, before you can even have it. Don't just dream, I want to become this, but you don't see it first in your mind. So this gentleman went out on a day to watch a boxing match. When he gets there, he was so inspired. When he get home, he started to write a movie about the match I bugel. This match was so interesting, it doesn't hang up a film and become successful. So the man, when he writes, you know, he was seeing his movie playing in bigger auditoriums, his movie playing in bigger places. This is when you have a dream. You must see your dream in your mind. It's born so lapho before so figure. If you don't start to son a million, you walk like a millionaire. You won. Souls Jalil. People, when they look at you, they will see a millionaire because of the way you behave. So this particular gentleman, he was busy writing that particular movie. I born in his mind, Idala Yonkindao. Let me tell you about plans. You may have a plan what you will move from point Z. Some of you today you are studying with, okay, you know what? Man to funda automatically obstacles in your way. There will be obstacles, but you need to be strong. So this particular gentleman, Temagai Bala, he went to his rural areas at submitter, but because of lack of opportunity, he couldn't submit because Agna next. How many of you today who came from rural areas, coming to the city of gold, trying to pursue their dreams? So the gentleman moved from his comfort zone. So I want you today, if you want a dream, or if you have a dream, move from comfort zone. From the area of comfort. Go to a place which is not comfortable. So the gentleman, because he believed in his script. So Mfuna, if you have a dream, believe in it. It is your dream. It's not my dream. It's your dream. You need to believe in your dream. The gentleman believed in his such a way that he moved from rural areas into the city of gold in pursuit of the dream. Temagasuga, the gentleman was average. He was broke. Athengisa amafurniture nyana, athengisa into zakho, moved to the city to pursue his dream. There's one thing which you have done. You have sacrificed. So I want to tell you something, that if you have a dream, you must be willing to sacrifice. There's a couple of things which are there, but for you to succeed, you need to sacrifice them so that you can move towards achieving your dream. So this particular person, Temagafika, unfortunately, he didn't have family around there. He only had one thing, Lagui, in that area. It was a dog. So the guy sold everything and moved with the dog to the city. So Lemala Tengsenghai, these particular things, Temagafika, he rented a place. He started to go day in, day out, putting a script to my production houses, hoping they will take the script. Weeks go by, months go by, nothing's happening. Lemala Seville appeared. He moved out from that rented place. He went to Ayohlale Stratton. I believe some of you today, from rural areas, you're coming to the city of gold in pursuit of opportunities. Some of you today, you have sacrificed a lot of things. You work day in and day out so that you can fund your studies. Some of you today, you are the only hope about Pegile Makaya. But now to check at the dream on Ayo. Competition is very high in Gauteng province. Ziyabuya. Dog eat dog. But if you believe in your dream, believe in your dream. Believe in your dream. So this particular Puma, I was like, continue to look at Mali look at it became a bag. I look at he was busy begging. He begged for a couple of weeks until he realized that I'm having a problem. I'm begging for myself, I'm also begging for the dog. There is a problem here. Let me sell this dog. So the man took a very painful decision to sell his dog. Sometimes abanye today nila, because your parents have taken a very strong decision. Abanye, they've sold their cars for you to be here. Abanye, the retirement amount for you to be here. Abanye, but for you to be here. Why? They believe in you. They believe in your dream. Why people believe in your dream when I don't? So this gentleman, I tell you, he took continue Stratton. In a couple of weeks, he received a call from a production house, Bamfonela. But hey, daughter, look, come to this building. We are happy. We saw your script. We love it. We want to take it. Now, the man was so excited. He jumped out of that particular location. He ran around to that particular building. Daughter, we have prepared hundreds and thousands. This gentleman, for me to write this script, it was for me to be part of the script. But no. This particular, we have already the who's who of film industry. We have already casted the best actor in this country in these parts. This particular guy, no. If I'm not part of this particular thing, I'm taking my script. I'm leaving. I said to Hamba the government, oh, wait. Come here, man. Eish. No, man, you want to be part of this. It's fine. You will be part of this particular movie. So what I'm trying to share with you, gentlemen, is that the man was broke. The man was hopeless. But the man had a dream. He didn't compromise his dream because of imalinyane zongena. So what I'm trying to say is that in you, when you for your dream, don't compromise your dream of smaller things. Uthola so compromise that your whole dream because of things. That particular temporary thing, because that particular money, I think 1, 2, 3 in 4, 5 years he money. So the man said no. He believed in his dream. He believed in his script. I don't know. I will not. You know what? I'd rather leave. The guy, but no, it's fine. We'll put you into the movie. The guy and the movie, direct ready la phana ma camera and sound rolling lana zaba sharp. 3, 2, 1, action. The guy he couldn't even act. The director was so frustrated and said, "Tata na imali and leave." The guy said, "No, I want to be part of this." But yeah, but you cannot act. I said, "Okay. You want me to be part of the script? I'm taking my script. I'm leaving." Oh, come here. But okay, no, this guy had a speech problem. He couldn't pronounce. What I want to tell you is that sometimes you may have a dream. Abanye abantu, they're not willing to mold it enough. Sometimes you have a calling. Other people don't have patience to mold you. But you are born with it. This is in me. This is me. Don't compromise and sacrifice. Wait until you get polished. So they took the guy, ayaguma speech therapy, bamsuk actor, abamnandi, ready, a practice, a cigar ready, director is happy, sound rolling, I'm a camera ready, action. Whoa! Before so act, I came to the city with a dog. I want my dog here to be part of the movie. Man. Look, we have invested resources. We do a speech therapy for you. So now you want the dog to be part of this. Yes. If my dog is not here, taking my script, I'm leaving. Oh, come back. As now you are Superman. The guy sold the dog for $1,000. The movie director advertised the dog for $20,000. In no time, the dog was found. So what I'm trying to say is that when we have a dream, don't just dream. Be specific about dreaming. See the color, see the taste, see everything. Don't compromise. If blue, you must get it blue. It's yours. Work for it. Push it. So the guy in Jabala, a movie. Ladies and gentlemen, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky 1, Rocky 2, masimshayela izandla. Very specific about his dream. So I want you, when you go out today, be specific. Don't allow anyone to convince you that you cannot do it. Be specific. I'll share my historical background, where I come from. Because those who understand or those who know me don't qualify to be. Actually, it was that one day, a son of a street vendor will find myself with you fine people. ngizodla breakfast with great minds. Hey, mina, the street vendor will be eating breakfast with you. But I'm talking to future presidents here. Le video le ngizoyibeka le. Ngizonibamba after a couple of years so president. Yeah, usamkhumbula. Ngizoba ngibakhona. So for me, achievement. That's why I will cherish this particular moment. Because I know I'm not talking to anybody. I'm talking to young people with visions. And what we need to understand is that time will come. Every generation, the time where this particular collection will be running this country. I'm telling you. You will remember me in a couple of years. We will run this country. What you around will not be there. It will only be you calling the shots. Maybe needs a teacher come and consult it, but at the end of the day, you'll be running the country. You are a generation. So a community or an institution which takes care of their generation is best. Because the generations is the future of tomorrow. And must say the future of tomorrow, we're talking about all respects. He comes from an outskirts, a township, by Ivory Park. He's been raised by a single parent, unemployed. Some old clothes. And Ivory Park is divided into two. Mangitis is divided into settlement, informal settlement. Informal settlement, at least you're in a case in a storage. There is no proper sanitation, there is no electricity, being light and a candle. But there is one thing I have in me. I had a dream. So some of you today, you might be looking at your situation and say, look, I will not achieve anything because I come from this environment. Don't fool yourself. You have a dream. I mean, I didn't allow my historical background to define me. I told myself, it's for me to convert that particular shack into a santin, or convert that shack into another shack next to my parents' shack, so irrespective of what, your parents' situations and background is not yours. When now you have been given a fair chance, a race to push towards your dream. After completing my grade 12, initially my background, where I come from, I was not lucky enough for bursary. I have to hustle. That's why I'm starting a hustler. I have to hustle my way. I also had a dream. I wanted to become a public relations officer. I was inspired by a guy who came to our school and told me that you bridge a gap between the company and the organization. I think I want to be that. So, unfortunately, in Temangceta, I didn't get to further my studies. I went and started my career. I'm a beggar. So I want to show you that sometimes in life you need to sacrifice. For you to be successful, you need to sacrifice. So from grade 12, I move into a working environment. Of course, the job which I'm doing is not my dream job because I'm not even qualified to do that particular job. I just went there to use that particular job as a stepping ladder towards achieving myself. But also grade 12, move to working environment, to retail stores. 15 years in it doesn't even invest anything towards his dream. Got a job at a restaurant. He was earning something 1,500 per month. With that 1,500, I need to eat, I need to dress myself, to transport myself, plus I have a dream. This particular amount of money is very low. So you need to sacrifice some of the things. So I've managed to save up until about 3,000 rand to go and register at some college for business management. To raise 3,000 rand, 1.5. Hey, Tata 6 months long. But because I have a dream. But dreams delayed are not dreams denied. So I have a dream and I can become whatever I want to be. So I started to study during the day. Some of you in our lifetime hours. We told up in your dream, I will sleep 4 hours because I Ivory Park, I was attending a midrand. I couldn't even have money to go. I used to walk. I used to be yellow bone. Ngimnyama kanje because I was walking. I was walking, lang shy lang. I used to walk from Ivory Park to Midrand every day. Mangfike College, I wanted to make friends. But friends, they didn't want to become my friend. Why? But in Hong Kong, and then English and I so they started to isolate you. So there's a time whereby people will make fun out of me. Cheap stuff in a corner, you know, it was very. I remember I used to walk from Ivory Park to Midrand and back. So one day I was busy walking to the Ivory Park, Ivory Park. On my way there, people they come from at least well families. Every day after school, they come pants, they keep by school. Ubongani nkosi yami na Aishem uyazokhela. So bambona ubongani na ngiyawalka la ndlela bengibhora kanjani from Midrand le ngase Grand Central mayibona. Esiganganyana sokusifihla nje. Ivulekile straight. It amatex hamba laphana. So this particular guy sibathi baba sangibona please nangu ubongani sicela Shem sizokupha at least 5 rand ahlale kule nto le bathi ishisa don't bavula iwindow shh. Ebongane uzofika igeneration iphela ntwana. So it means ngizofika ngo-8 ntambama, 8:30 actually. Angithi phelile kusasa mangifika ngithola benza isekele. Uyayibona ubongana le mnyama iyavaya isuka la e-Ivory Park. They're talking about me. Mangingasonto nayi ithi sibona bangibamba ufuna ukubona i-portraits. There were times I wanted to drop off from school. I really wanted to drop off. But ngiyayekela. I was a laughing stock at college. People balobahlekisa ngami every day in. But I give up. I remembered why I started. I poor of the poorest. My mom, every day umntana will come back and change this particular home. Umntana uzobuya change this particular situation esikuso. Mawungani ufike college ubona bamhleka sekafuna drop out. Sometimes in life, when you feel like dropping out, remember why you have started. You know your problems. But when you know as an individual why you are here, I want this message, this quote, why here. I want you to remember it every time when you feel like giving up. Why are you here? Why Ula? Why you have started? You throw a towel. Why I have started? And the answer also told it will push you to continue. So now I pushed, I continued. I used myself as a every diamond went through fire before its final stage. Now I saw myself as a diamond behind, but through the process of fire. The process of fire. There is still a process of blade and sharpening. Some of you today are going through the process of fire. Hey, studying is not nice in jail. Ukufunda is hectic. We are going through the process. You will still have to go through the interviews. But through all these processes, will be able to conquer. A diamond through all the processes. Don't skip. If you want to be sharpen in that particular fire, stay until you come out. Usipe what we want to see as the people. Because the very disadvantaged thing about Abantu, they love the results, but they don't love the process. Stay in the process and forget about the results. You cannot get the results or else you don't want to stay in the process. You must stay in the process for you to get the results. There is one thing I've learned. I became faithful towards myself. I want you to become faithful to yourself. Because if you don't become faithful, there might be somebody who's observing you, want to empower business with you, want to give you proper things or akufake intweni. But mawuqala ushintsha nawe uyashintsha uthi akusiyo lento bengiyibona mos. I remember one day I was to the principal's office. Bangitshela bathi, hey, Bongani, we see potential on you. Don't you want to become a lecturer? Mina. But yeah, ngazibuza why bangakhethanga lo mfana upolish kanje. The lady oshaya hairstyle isibhekele. Bakhetha uBongani ohlala emkhukhwini, uBongani uhamba ngeenyawo, uBongani ugqoka amafonkhong. Because I was faithful to my character. After that, they took me to school. I went to do occupational director and training in East London. In Tema Sengibuya. Ngaba every day after school, uyazi bese ngenzani? Yeah. Ngisishayela ini? Currently, nami ngikhipha ipiko phela. My dream, it was very simple. Ngokugibela itaxi nje, ngigibela iQuantum. Nje ngiziyele ekhaya. You know, so what I'm trying to say is that it's all possible. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, all possible. Develop a positive thinking. It has been said that as a man think at his heart, so is he. Which means whatever you think in your mind, you'll become. If you see yourself as a doctor today, in future you will be. If you see yourself as an advocate today, in future you will be. So I've developed something. I've realized that no man, I'm not a working type. I've resigned. I want to share with you this. I've resigned to start, I've developed a passion of speaking. So I've resigned to start a business of speaking. So I'm not going to khuluma nje imali zenzeke. Thema ngeke umsebenzi wami as a lecturer. Ngavula icompany yokukhuluma. That's when I've realized that I couldn't speak. My first gig, I was invited in something to go and speak to a millionaire, but angina nezuka la. I didn't get other gigs. Many years business I became unemployed. Unemployed. I remember to say, as the timing every month at least a paycheck again. I went back where I used to work. Another thing, to create relationships, good relationships. Although I resigned, but in back. Luckily enough, they gave me back my job. I started to work as a lecturer food. After 12 months, I've realized what I am, man. I'm not a working type, man. But at this time, let me do things differently. Save mal. I think I had around 60,000 there. I'm going to start my business and run it. Let me start a construction business. Maybe I started my business. Temang resign ngahamba ngapusha ke. Ngaba plan. I used to drive a sports car. Ngatheng yes I went to buy Gats, Hyundai Gats 1.3. Ngazambela ngeGats. But because I have a dream, I want from hero to zero. I started to be a laughing stock again because I want to be in business, but manje I cannot maintain to pay for that particular car or to maintain it. Tema ngizambela ngezana sami ngizibekele nale 60,000 lami ngipush business ngipusha. To be in business is not easy. You need persistence, you need perseverance. After months of that money, remember I'll do meetings. A restaurant, I must pay the bill. I'm driving around with my business card in. Oh, I remember I used to start day in, day out. I will start in petrol. APP garage, I will go up on APP garage and fee at 295 for us, knowing I don't have even a single cent. Being a tablet in Yana Bengna. Mabatela ngibaphi card liswipe lithi decline. Maliqeda udecline ngithatha ifoni ngenze ngathi ngiyafona. Hey man ngathi wale mali ngoba ngitshela ukuthi imali ingenile. Ngithi sorry but na ngicela ubambe le tablet le. Ngiyabuya manje. Shop. Ngambe ngemeeting to try and hustle Mangifika lapha emeeting, ngibuye mangibuye ngiyophanda ngiyokhipha itablet. I will drive, it gets diesel peli oil. No imoto yaservice. Leyana udriver le oil le mnyama iziphele. Imoto go there. Ngifike ngithi mani gate la of oil. That used to put it inside my car so that izohamba. Njalo la bengisebenza khona every month and bengiswipe things were happening, so I decided no, let me go back and beg for my job. But now I'm a style ngagcoka isutu ngaba right ngabavakasha ngathi I was having a meeting around here, so I decided to come in. So, yeah, of course. So I got my job back. Ngaqala ngabuyela ngasebenza. Hey. Ngasebenza lapho. After a couple of months, I've realized I'm not a working type. I've realized I'm not a working type. I've resigned. Until I resigned, the owner besengazi. But he was telling me in good faith, Bongana, of yours, your business is failing. Come back and work here. Don't that thing, it was a tenant thing. You know, X, not Ansabu for the third resign. I left. And it was in 2012. Since 2012, I've never been employed. Since 10 years. I was able, through my hustling, to push a very successful construction business. I was able to write a book which won an award, Best African Author Award, in the entire Africa. The book is titled of Mind. They are there inside that particular book because I wanted to share my stories with the world, which a young man from the dust street of Ivory Park can be able to conquer, can be able to achieve. Gentlemen, the director for the invite. Leaders are motivated to do something. Garden, cultivated at all. And last, if you want to do it, the power of association. Associate with people who share same. Associate yourself with people, or as you will motivate each other towards achieving what you want to achieve. If you hear my voice, clap once, twice, once, twice. Let's all stand up. It's all possible. No matter who you are, no matter where you are coming from, it's all possible. We are designed to achieve and attain anything sifunayo in our life. I want you, when you go home today, do a self-introspection. Business, but is SWOT analysis of your life. Tell yourself that you are capable to achieve and attain anything oifunayo. It's all possible. Sing about, we are not designed not to. We are designed to want. All possible. Process. Be positive. Stay in a process. Burn in that particular fire. It's all possible because you are an I factor. I want all of you to follow me and say, I am the I factor. I am the I factor. I am introspective. I am introspective. I am iconic. Reachable. I am important. I am the I factor. I can do it. I can do it. Ladies and gentlemen, go and do whatever you want to do and become successful. Thank you. You'll open for questions.
Baba,
Kosia.
we thank you. It actually felt like I've been watching a movie, just listening to you, but my mind was just watching Bongani CBC movie, you know. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You inspire us a lot. To have those who ask any question, feel free that we engage. Remember, this platform is now for you to engage. The platform for you to speak to Mr. Bongani. Any question, any comment? Also, comments are allowed. Ne? Listen. Okay, I'll start with Sister, then come to you.
Thank you, House. I think my comment would be to thank you very much for the motivation. I think I speak for everyone to say that we all needed it. My question would be that after you quit your job for the first time, there is something that you did differently that you didn't do the previous. Can you share with us what you did from that time until now? Thank you.
Thank you. Can I respond as the so that I don't? Okay. Okay, no, thanks. You are right. I started a business in Ibiza, cow. What is cash cow? Is smaller than a business which you are doing to give you Malzama petrol. So I was focusing on bigger things without focusing on smaller things. So as I was a business administration lecturer, we were learning about forms of business and all this stuff. So people wanted a company register. I started that. Now register a company. I will make around 8,000 per month. That money be being sustained. Tell them a petrol, tell them a business card, keep it.
Greetings, everyone. Sibonge, thank you for your words of encouragement. Also, for me, this is a coming from a Lokshin, you know, it's nice to get people like you who inspire us. And also, it's not only about school, as you've also narrated. Yes, you might have had a lot of education, and in your results. And Siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you very much, Director and SGL.
Thank you, Mr. Bongani, for the wonderful presentation. I think we've learned a lot. My question it's not much. I just want to ask that in of 10, how has of success contributed or contributing to the lives of children of Ivory Park or are facing more or less the similar situations that you had when you were growing up?
Okay. No, thanks. That's why in Ivory Park I've started 6 non-profit organizations. We deal with, I'm doing mentorship. I mentor young people there. I've also adopted some couple of orphanage homes where we donate some stuff. On my birthday, go by party, we throw a big party. My friends, instead of buying me a gift, they buy them something. If you buy the Tegile Nike to the kids. I'm also working with Ubuntu Center, Abogogo. I do believe now they need Nilokuzans with Ubuntu Center in Ivory Park. I do a lot of things in Ivory Park because I believe that if I was born or if I was somewhere else, I tend to be who I am today. But corner, Tekasi, voted.
Thank you very much, Bongani. What I wanted to say now is that ourselves as young leaders, we are also motivated too much. Just like I said before, that this kind of programs, they must be there always for us to be very well groomed what we want to be. Because some of us were not even getting some other kind of things. Even myself, I was on the verge of dropping out because of tuition, which happened. But now I managed to get that can do something, because my main aim is not to get a degree, is to have something in life as well, through a proper channel, without giving up. So what I wanted to also highlight to these other leaders as well, is that through what we've been saying, never forget what you came here to do. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. The question as well. My question is regarding your business. Basically, this journey in the industry of construction. When you were talking, I didn't hear you talking so much about the background of you knowing so much. So I want to know how much did it take you to build those connections to a point where like you establish yourself in that particular area. So I will just, and then I will comment.
Okay. No, thanks. You know, I like the way you pose your question. Umzala mazanga ngizala with a list of contacts and connections at Bongane. These are your connections. Those umuntu bathi hayi connections. Umama a list of connections. At Bongane ngizalile bozana nabo Dr. Awazena nabo Zibanibani. These are your connections. You see, you go out, you hustle, you make contacts. Mina, I define success by listen, anything from me because of the engiyenzile. Wangafoni to Bongane, I want a coffee, and I'll say with or without a person. Because I do not work this on my speaking. I need people or as image to get what you want to do.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
For me to get first construction business, it took me around.
A better future when we have connections rather than when you have money alone. Thank you.
Greetings to everyone. Well, I'll basically like, you know, like when you were speaking, all I was thinking is my father. It's like I could just.
And a fan of it.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, listen here, like the road which you went through is a basic road which my father went through. I can say, like starting from moving from your, that's where it all started. My father is a guy who's from Zanen. He moved to Lepalale. Yeah. So from where my father comes from, he stayed with his mom and the 3 siblings. It was they didn't live in plastics back. Spending them with we didn't have currently in. When it rains, the be up and so that the mother doesn't and like Palale, when you got there, he was working in a car wash. Yeah, other white guy. So he to for him was a bicycle, and from the was that going to the was selling cow intestines. That's where my father started. Selling cow intestines, okay, he went and then saved some money from the car wash and from selling cow intestines. And luckily, he was to the boss. And driving license, which he was the only black person working for the guy who had a driving license. And he was the only actually move cars there. Yeah, from there, my father actually dropped the actually continue with selling, build a church by the village. From there on, he went into construction also. Currently, he's a successful construction. He named his business after his surname, which is Mukhoto Building Construction. So when you're speaking, all I was thinking was like, you know what, you are my dad. Like speaking about the Skorogor cars, which you actually cars. My father, you know what, right now, I'm driving my Land Cruiser. If you knew what I was doing by then, I was driving some Skorogor at which, at night, he would stand by the side. He didn't have lights. He stands by the side of the road. When a car comes, he goes in after it. You know, and he tries to keep up with the car. The car will obviously be faster because he likes driving a Skorogoro. It will leave him again, stand at the side of the car, wait for another car to pass. So what I actually learned from my father and what I've actually learned from you is that, guys, the journey is not short. Wherever you want to get in life, what success, whatever goal or dream, you have to go through the pain, the sweat, you know, like feeling like to give up, it's hard. And like these people who are currently we are looking up to, they went through hell. If we are call it heaven, call it heaven. You know, so we are fortunate enough, we can start, you know, we have them to look, them to help us where we can have those things. So we, guys, 1 year, it can take more than 10 years. What I would say is that I thank you for not giving up in your dreams. I thank you for waking to your dreams and coming and talking to us, because you can show us that, you know, we can also.
Let me take 1, 2, 3.
Good morning, everyone. It's very much simple. What I want to ask from you, sir, is I can hear but then is that you've never made motivation. Do you believe in God? Do you think everything you've achieved will be possible without God or everything? That's my question.
Thank you. Okay. A short one. Before I talk to you this morning, I made a prayer. Can I open my mouth? Can I empower people through my speaking? Heal through my speaking? That was my prayer to the mighty. Every day I do pray. But when I speak, I don't want, I don't want to sound like we have different calling. When we start preaching, there are people who are Christ and they will not listen and they will lose. We cannot with their lifestyle. Yeah.
Morning, comrades. Compliment Mr. Zibisi. I just want to say I'm highly motivated because from your bio, from the story you shared with us, I didn't hear saying that you asked money from, you were independent. That's what I like. So once you depend on some success at the same time. Thank you so much.
I don't like English, but Mr. Spacey, I acknowledge you didn't have syndrome, which you did. Understanding the person that you are. So, from my fellow colleagues here, one of the most important thing is that the poorest man in this world, it's not a man without money. It's a man without vision. So, if you don't have a vision, you can have a lot of money, but without that vision, then you are not going anywhere. So, from all upcoming leaders and some who want to inspire from the journey that you went through, I believe that the dream that we need to shape, the dream of us through the shoes that we. So
I was reflecting back on my life, and because now I'm like, I was on the top 10. How did I fail matric, electrical engineering, so that I can combine engineering and
Stretch your comfort zone. Live out of your comfort zone. You know, they used to say that life at 40. When you say like, don't drink alcohol or don't do boys because of what? They stretch their comfort zones.
Once more, let's give of applause to Victoria. Come on, Victoria. You can do better. You can do better. Wow. Going to another.
Yes.
It's time for breakfast now. Yeah. A breakfast without bacon and egg is not a breakfast, Dr. Kaba. And Dr. Kaba is like Jesus. You know, it's like Jesus. Jesus will do a lot of teachings, preaching, and thereafter he will feed the multitudes. The students are here. They are looking. I'm not the funder, the director is the funder, as they said. Can we give a round of applause to our funder, our father? Yeah, you can do better. Yeah. Thanks very much for this. We are going to item 17 now. Is it 17, Carol, that item? 17. Deputy President.